Hi there. In this video we are going to be taking a quick look at the Seagate Expansion external portable drive. As it's advertised here, it's a 1 terabyte drive and it has data recovery services included. Hopefully it's not just a trial, as most times these things are. And it works for PC, Mac and Chromebook. Okay, well, that's about it. I wonder what the connector type on it is, although I think it's old USB type A. So, doesn't tell us the speed of the connection, but it also doesn't matter that much because the limiting factor will be the spinning hard drive inside. So yeah, let's open this little guy up. Here's the manual. Yep, it doesn't have a Type-C connection even on the drive itself, which is kind of sad that even now drives don't have Type-C on them directly, but hey, it is what it is. It is quite slim, being a lower capacity, just 1 terabyte as opposed to, I don't know, 5 terabytes. They don't have the thick drives inside, and I will bring mine, the 5 terabyte that I have in hand now, to compare to it. And if you hear noises, they are actually repairing our road, so there's that. The connector isn't the best lined with the case in here, but shouldn't matter that much. Yeah, old stupid connector, sadly. This is micro USB 3.0, I think. So it's the old micro USB, and I needed to edit a bit to it to have more pins for faster data. Okay, so that misalignment is actually costing us a little bit because it doesn't want to go in easily, but once it's in, it's great. USB 3.0 connection. If you want to see more info on the drive itself, it's right here. No rubber feet or anything like that. It's a portable drive. It's flat on both sides, so yeah, it will be moving a fair bit, but it is what it is. So, and this is the Western Digital Elements. I will link its video in the description. And as somebody that watched that video pointed out, this is actually quite short, which means most likely the drive inside of it is directly this type, so a USB port drive. And this one also is not that well aligned, so it is what it is, but I never had an issue. So if I were to take out the drive from here, I couldn't put it in a laptop because it has a different port. It's not a SATA. This one is longer, so I am expecting it to have an adapter inside of it from SATA to USB. So in case you want in the future to reuse the drive in something else, you have the option to do that, the possibility to do that. But now I see that these, although they feel nice in the hand and it's really grippy, will gather lots of fluff. Compared to this, which you wipe like that, this will not be easily wipeable. So yeah, each to their own. Overall, other size, it's a bit narrower in this direction because this one is a bit tapered, as you can see. But yeah, length, it's clearly different. And also thickness, because this being a 5 terabyte drive, this is heavier. It has more platters. So more disks onto which the data is stored compared to this 1 terabyte, which doesn't need as many. So this is much slimmer. It's quite a nice, quick to carry drive compared to this. This is more for long time storage and not always just taking it with you. Obviously, its cable from this one it's about the same thing more or less. So there's that, about the same length, thickness, just a different design a tiny bit. So yeah, next thing, again, I will link this video and other portable drive videos that I've made over the years in the description if you want to see them. But now let me connect this to the laptop and give it a quick speed test. And yeah, but first, while it's doing actually the speed test, I will be showing you the instructions. And now let me select the drive and run the test, and I'll get back to you when it's finished. Meanwhile, let's check the manual. And when it's working, this LED is just blinking away, not flickering from the data transfer, just blinking always. Yeah, this is more like a quick start guide, not the real manual. It's telling us for USB Type-C ports we need an adapter. Yep, because it has the standard USB-A on it. It's USB 3.0. Doesn't need to be faster because the drive in itself cannot keep up. And here it shows us actually the thicker variant, presumably the 5 terabyte. We have the more thin one. It's formatted exFAT from the start. This is the most compatible format type, so it is quite normal for them to ship it like this. And just a bit of info here. Remove with safe removal procedure, yes. Use eject in Windows to before removing this thing to make sure you don't lose data or damage anything. And yeah, that's kind of about it. And then it starts to have different languages. So probably the real manual is on the drive itself in a form of PDF. About the noise, I was saying it's a bit noisier. It's not noisy to bother you. You just hear it that it's doing something. The road work that's happening outside my house now is much noisier than that, so yeah. And these are the results. So in terms of reading, exactly what I would expect from a mechanical external drive. The write speed does seem a bit low. Well, yeah, this is about what the drive can do. It's 97% active time, so it cannot go faster than this when writing data, really big files. Just want to show you something. So here only warranty, this is for Chromebooks and this is only for Macs, and this for Windows. You run it and it directly tries to connect to internet. So basically you don't have a manual or anything like that on the drive itself. The software is not on the drive itself, the recovery one, everything is on the interwebs. And in a few years these links probably will be gone when Seagate decides they will no longer support this particular drive. So I hate stuff like this. It's a storage drive with space to store stuff onto it. Put the software and manual there, please. I'm not even going to bother connecting this laptop to internet because I don't like this and I don't support things like this. So if you want info about the software, you need to get it somewhere else. Shame on you, Seagate, for this. And this is the formatted size of it right up there. And as we are advised, always use safe eject. Plugged in the 5 terabyte just to give you an impression of the speed. Yeah, even if it only has about 900 gigabytes free of the 5 terabyte, it's still much faster, and when it was empty for sure it was even faster. Just an update, I connected it again to a different port, although as you could see on the same port a different drive was getting much higher speed. Connected to a different port a bit later and now we are getting normal speeds. So I have no clue, maybe something did not make a proper contact, but I've never had this happen before. So yeah, it seems it's not a slow drive, it was just a bit of weirdness. really weird. Anyway, there's that. Decent speed even for writing. And this is the end of the speed test. These are normal speeds and it's quite okay, so I have no idea what happened there. Maybe somehow it doesn't like that particular port, only for writing. For reading it likes it. I do not know, but as you could see, the other 5 terabyte drive had no issue with that port. But yeah, anyway, this is the speed that I'm getting now, which is decent speed. And because some people were saying online they got bad drives, I'm checking the status of it with Disk Sentinel and it's absolutely perfect. So it's not a case of bad drive, just a bit of weirdness. So that's about it for this video. I gave you a bit of info about this drive, no info about the software, because if you are, I don't know, at a cabin on top of a mountain and you want to use the software or manual, you can't, because they are not on the drive. So I don't consider them existing, honestly. That's it. I don't like that, and that's my stance on it. Or my stand. I don't even know how that's actually properly called. But anyway, there's that. If this video helps you, give it a like, maybe check out my other videos, maybe subscribe, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.